semua premis perniagaan tidak dibenarkan.
Shops and restaurants, most have been closed.
So business really go down 90%.
Pendapatan tu kurang 90%.
Modal sudah habis, memang menderita lah.
So we opened 2 days before the MCO, the lockdown. So it was really a bad timing where we barely served anyone and then we had to shut the store. We got to really pivot quickly to online, but how do we do that? But we get a lot of feedback from customers, hey, it's COVID-19, you should go cashless. If you are not tech savvy and do not go digital, that will be really bad. Very quickly, we found out about beep delivery, so we hop on that and immediately we can deliver to within 10 km. So that's great. That was, I would say, our sole income for the whole MCO that really sustained us. And that was really our main source of revenue at that time. And that saved us completely.
We started off with 70% of our revenues coming from services. 30% is only just product. Before this, Shopee and Lazada, online stores was like, are we going to go that route? I mean, it doesn't cross my mind at the time. But then what hit me the most was that during the MCO, we had to, everything, our operation team terus change to online sales team.
In Malaysia alone, we have 98% of our businesses that are SMEs. 40% of our GDP is driven by SMEs. But the small SMEs are always the people on the losing end because these are very, very underserved and underbanked. But interestingly, whenever it comes to survival innovation, SMEs are the ones who drive this kind of new innovation. So I feel that there will be a flip of these digital changes and adoption. So that is something very new in Malaysia because Malaysia is actually very banked.
Back then, competition is slightly more forgiving. But 10 years later, you open a shop, nobody comes in. No matter it can look very nice. Everybody is just looking at Facebook posts and Instagram posts, and even TikTok videos these days. So it requires a lot of effort from the business end to pull them in, to attract them in ways that have never been done before 10 years ago.
What we want to do is we want to ensure a smooth customer journey from the day they discover about us and when they inquire about products, for example. But just imagine, despite the fact that we had to close, so we still survive because of the fact that we are present online, So I feel it's just, it's us growing basically with the digital world. So I guess it's inevitable.
We find that it's a very big gap between financial services and the consumers, both consumers as well as businesses. So in that sense, how can mobile come in and help to make digital financial services accessible for all, affordable for all, and inclusive? So that's why we went into this venture. On top of that, as a mobile operator, connectivity is becoming a parity, and we were the first to start very affordable entry plan for postpaid. But what we want to do now is go beyond connectivity. So connectivity is a given and it's like air or water that we should all have. What else can we build on top of connectivity to enhance the digital life of a person?
We constantly remind ourselves, entrepreneurship is not just about making money, it's not just about surviving in a capitalist world, but more so it's about giving back, it's about making the world an inch better every time. I think it's about finding a need and meet it.
Sales aside, of course, you have no idea how many DMs you receive. Many of them are who live nearby. but they didn't get a chance to try us, and they really sympathize us, and they say, oh, thank God you are online, I mean you do delivery now, I can still try out, I can still support you guys during these difficult times. It really assures that we are doing the right thing, and that is itself is super rewarding.